You really can't help but move to this song. It's one of the top songs in the new movie Barbie, the album. And we are lucky to not just have G join the show this morning, but my queen, Ursula Reutin, is here as well.
Again.
We have not talked about this yet.
No.
I remember on Monday I came in wearing all my pink, going, you must see the Barbie movie.
Yes.
You must. And you did?
I did.
Okay.
So my niece, who's in her 20s, and my sister and I went on Wednesday night. We went to the theater at Alderwood Mall, and we watched it. I was thinking it was going to be packed because I couldn't get into the earlier show because it was full. But, there was a decent-sized crowd, a few people dressed up in their Barbie pink.
A Wednesday night.
Yeah,
That's to be expected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I really, really liked the movie. I didn't love it, but would I watch it again? Maybe one more time. I came out of the theater, though, really thinking a lot.
Yes.
For a movie that just on the outside looked very superficial, but actually had a bunch of great themes and one that stuck out particularly for me. And I asked David if he would pull the sound, and it was when the mom of the young girl who had gotten tired of her Barbie, the mom and daughter were having their struggles. I'm not going to give away the plot, but the mom kind of summed it up for me. America Ferrera is the actress.
Yes. Do you want me to play these?
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
I'll start. It's a long monologue,
Yeah,
actually, but we
just
took
a little
clips.
clip.
So here's some.
It is literally impossible to be a woman. You are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't think you're good enough. Like, we have to always be extraordinary. But somehow we're always doing it wrong.
That's the beginning.
You have to be thin, but not too thin. And you can never say you want to be thin. You have to say you want to be healthy, but also you have to be thin. You have to have money, but you can't ask for money because that's crass.
Okay, so you get the point.
It goes on for
it does.
what feels like 5 minutes. But I went with, it was myself, my sister, my cousin, and my mother. And we were all, it was like she blasted us back in our seats.
Yes.
And when it was all over, I heard my mom go, whoa. Because, I think for her generation, the impossibility of being a woman was never acknowledged.
Yes.
We get more of that today. But then to hear it, for somebody to lay it all out there for us, it's like for the first time I felt seen and heard.
Exactly. And maybe I had the impact after I left the theater, but that was the moment that really stood out. And then I thought about it some more. And then I thought about it as to how it applies to us in our industry and how we have just had to scrap to get ahead in what has traditionally been a very male-oriented industry.
Absolutely.
And I think that's, there are some people who say, well, this is a man-hating movie. I didn't get any of that.
If you feel that it's man-hating, then you need to take a look inward and figure out why you're offended by the movie. You shouldn't be offended. You should be outraged.
Exactly.
That
or just
men-
feel like, hey, it's time for me to be an ally.
Exactly. I felt the same way. And, I've seen some of the reviews that it's, toxic and it's got an agenda and all of that stuff. But for me, it was Greta Gerwig's marching orders for all of us to acknowledge the unfairness, the disproportionate treatment of women for men, the patriarchy, all of that. And if you're scared of those messages, again, look inward. Decide why you're scared of that.
Yeah. I also liked, again, if you start looking at it, in Barbie's world, Barbie could be everything, not just stereotypical Barbie, but Barbie the doctor, Barbie the president, Barbie the veterinarian. But then she goes into the real world and suddenly she's thrown back and, it's Ken and it's very male dominated.
How many times did you cry during the movie?
I wish I could say I cried.
You didn't?
I laughed more than I...
No, I was laughing every other line.
Yeah. The humor was definitely there. I had goosebumps with America Ferrera's that little part that you heard.
Even the montage where Barbie is contemplating reality.
Yeah, my niece was crying.
Okay.
My niece was crying. If I could be honest, I think the fact that I'm on an anti-anxiety mode probably
You can't force the tears out even if you wanted to.
It makes it harder to really tear up. So when you hear
what's your prescription? Because mine, I'm like waterworks all the time, girl.
When you 10 milligrams of Lexapro.
Same. Oh my God, we're twinsies. SSRI twinsies, Ursula. I knew I loved you.
But in any case, I would totally recommend going to the movie. If you're looking for a kid's film, I think, maybe Elliot would ask
at 10 years old.
questions. Exactly,
think,
at 10, but it's not like for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, let's go see it together.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can
love
get
that.
you from I like it to I love it. I want to go see it 10, 15, 20 more times.
I'm giving it B+.
What?
A minus.
How about an A
Okay,
if you're not going to give it an A+?
A for me is A Star is Born, the version
that's a good
with
one.
Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
Okay, that's one
get it.
I've watched it now probably 8 times.
Yeah. And say it to your, I am Kenuff.
I am Knuff.
Only those of us who have seen the movie know what we're talking about. If you've seen the movie, let us know. I love talking on the text line with you, 888-973-5476. Save your, comments about it being a man-hated, because it's not. It's definitely not. Especially the part where Ryan Gosling, who plays Ken, there were sparkling moments where,
Yes.
he's crying at one point, and Barbie's like, it's okay, you can cry. And he's like, I know, I'm an enlightened man, I can cry. So there's hope for Ken.
It was really sweet. The other thing I wanted to point out, though, real quick, Michael Medved also gave it really positive reviews.
Yeah.
And he thinks that Margot Robbie could be nominated for an Oscar.
I wouldn't be surprised. Her range and her ability to be emotional and to, be an action star and she played it perfectly.
She did.
They missed no detail in making her Barbie. Yeah. What Barbie was your favorite?
I would say, actually, Margot Robbie, the stereotypical, because
You
she
liked
went through
this.
kind of an evolution
Okay.
and a realization.
But in real life, did you play with Barbies?
No, I didn't have it. I had to go to other people's friends, other people's houses. My friends had Barbies. I didn't have Barbies.
I'm going to get you a radio host Barbie. Isn't that cute?
Would love it.
Yeah? Shouldn't we have one just for Ursula? All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
for
Ursula.
joining us. Ursula Reutin.
Just
Isn't
that
she a delight?
conversation really makes me excited to see it. I think we're seeing it this weekend, my fiance and I.
You saw
And
Oppenheimer, and now you're going to go see Barbie.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer either. It's a hard thing to chip out time to go see the movie. Like, it's one of my favorite things to go sit down in a movie theater and actually watch the movie, get the popcorn and stuff. But
it
it's
must
also
be
hard
really
to
hard
fit it
being
in.
kidless to find all that time. And
Hey, I'm planning a wedding. I've got a full schedule.
Sure,
Thank you
sure.
very much.